Hi there, welcome to Apple World. He's a beast, and I know he's a beast on the off chance that he music is. I held up quite a while to check whether he would grow a still, small voice and the more medications he siphons down his significant other's throat to keep her in no young lady see barely no one knows, except for I'll say it. Man, definitely Beyonce is on drugs. She been on them for quite a while. And you keep her that way, so it seems to be Jaguar still up in the air to push down the business to the brink of collapse since she just emerged for certain insane teeth about Jay Z and Beyonce. All realize that Jaguar will accompany all that she has, and she brought a few wild charges about Jay Z discussing how he purportedly keeps Beyonce medicated up and unaware of everything going on so he have some control over and control her. And as per Jaguar, this isn't something new on the grounds that Jay Z has supposedly really depended on this kind of conduct for quite a long time and has been controlling Beyonce all along. Now you're asking why Beyonce scarcely ventures out since she got hitched to Jay Z or has any meetings or any such thing. Well, Jaguar is pointing her fingers at Jay Z. She is laying on the allegation stick. Is Jay Z truly suspicious about Beyonce leaving him, and did he truly groom her? Let you know this right now, you all discussing Free Britney. You all should be doing a mission that say Free Beyonce. The Beyonce is free. She is a detainee in a guilty confined goodness. God no. Now, if you all felt that. Jaguar Wright was finished spilling tea on your one CBS, uncovering the clouded side of the music business. Well, you're in for a stunner since not entirely settled to remain on business and spill all the tea she can. She has been doing great about Diddy the recent weeks, yet it seems as though she is at last directing her concentration toward Jay Z. And listen, does she have a ton of soil on him? Now Jaguar is referred to for her wild stories. However, as insane as the allegations might sound, no big name has recorded a maligning claim against her, and this has persuaded individuals to think that there is a degree of truth to what she has been referring to. Well, this time Wright is charging that Jay Z isn't who we think he is, and he is a troublemaker who could do without Beyonce being free. She likewise guaranteed that he supposedly medicates Beyonce to hold her under his influence. She proceeded to spill tea that Jay Z is the justification for why Beyonce scarcely concedes interviews since he is controlling each part of her life. This allegation has fans shook on the grounds that while individuals have consistently thought that there was something unusual happening in the marriage, no one at any point felt that it was this terrible. The majority of the discussion encompassing their marriage has been about Jay Z purportedly preparing Beyonce, and this is a result of the backrub 12-year age hole between them now that Beyonce is in her 40s. A 12-year-old hole doesn't sound that awful, but it gets sort of obscure when you understand that they began dating when she was still a teen. Back in 2008, she let 17 magazine know that she was 18 years of age. When she initially met Jay Z, she guaranteed that they would begin dating when she was 19. There was no rush. Nobody anticipated that I should run off and get hitched. Jay Z likewise gave some understanding into their relationship in the Carter's Beginning and End is Love collection in a tune called 713, where he rapped Destiny made them sit close to you on the plane. And I knew straight away, anyway, there's been a ton of hypothesis throughout the long term that Jay had his sights on Beyonce a whole lot sooner, and that he set up for them to sit close to one another on that plane. Coincidentally, since he needed her currently word on the roads is that Jay Z real life met Beyonce interestingly when she was only 16 and he was 28, and he promptly began plotting how to get with her, yet makes these charges considerably seriously upsetting that Jay Z has a long history of supposedly supplicating on a lot more youthful ladies now before he met Beyonce. Jay Z was purportedly engaged with rapper Charming Brown, and they met when Saucy was only 14 or 15 years of age, while Jay was an entire 27-year elderly person. Now Saucy generally denied this and guaranteed that she and Jay were simply dear companions. However, how could a 27-year-old developed man need to be companions with a 15-year-old young lady? There's likewise the way that Jay Z composed a ton of express verses about Charming, harking back to the 90s, which was extremely odd. And afterward, there was this visually impaired thing on Reddit that said, I don't need no smoke with the bee colony except for we should look at her significant other. He was managing the 14 and 15-year-old Charming Brown, included sincere lie with her R and physically V versus involved her as a donkey on his excursions to Maryland. He has forever been known to corrupt ladies during these times, so we should not carry on like he's past kind of conduct when it is archived. While this might profoundly shock fans, Jaguar guarantees that Bunches of individuals in the music business have some familiarity with this, yet they chose to keep their mouth shut about it since no one needs to meddle with Jay Z for clear purposes behind model investing. 8. How Lady Run responded in a meeting with Scratch Group when Scratch raised Jay Z and Charming's supposed unlawful relationship. At what age was Saucy Brown marked? I wasn't focusing on Charming Brown yet. That is, I didn't sign Saucy Earthy colored you. I'm simply posing an inquiry, I'm not in it. Pose the inquiry. I thought Charming resembled 16. That is all I'm saying. It seems as though all I'm saying in this industry when we live in you. It seems like you got an inquiry for Jay. Ask her now. The way that D got all guarded appears very sus, and in light of his response, it seems like he knows the genuine truth about Jay Z, which carries us to another obscure circumstance including Jay Z and one more a lot more youthful vocalist. While the facts really confirm that Lady for reasons unknown would rather not examine Jay Z's supposed contribution with Saucy Earthy colored, he felt free to out Jay over his relationship with another industry custodian and sentenced wrongdoer R. Kelly now, as you presumably know. R. Kelly controlled vocalist Aaliyah, and he really wedded her in 1994 when she was only 15 years of age by purportedly involving a phony ID that recorded Aaliyah's age as 18. Yet even later this became visible. Jay Z kept working with R. Kelly, and they really delivered a joint collection called Smartest Scenario Imaginable. This was all at the level of A.R. Kelly's charges. A woman later impacted Jay Z for deceiving Aaliyah, and he said that when Jay Z and R. Kelly delivered their joint collection, that was the point at which he understood that there was something ethically amiss with Jay Z. Woman additionally guaranteed that Jay later likewise attempted to do a smartest possible scenario visit with R. Kelly, and this was all event after Kelly got uncovered. May appear yet I've been tight about this for a really long time, so to be straightforward, like assuming you recall the best case scenario, you try not to see my name on that, you understand what I mean, and your name isn't on either collection. Damnation. No, I never went in no part to that, so my homies was doing that, I resembled bruh. You know how homeboy disregarded and he abused my young lady yet? That is not all, since Jaguar likewise brought up how a parcel of individuals in Jay Z's circle have been uncovered for preparing more youthful ladies and furthermore controlling them with drugs separated from what R. Kelly and Aaliyah. Additionally, Diddy and his muddled circumstances with Gassy Diddy and Jay have been extraordinary companions for a really long time, and I simply know that you all recall the insane claims that Cassie made in her claim. Diddy and Cassie began dating when she was only 19, and he was an entire 37-year-old elderly person. She likewise guaranteed in her claim that he kept her sedated up as a method for controlling her and holding her under his influence consistently, and you all understand what they express. People with similarities tend to group together. There's also the way that Jay Z himself has conceded 2 or multiple times that one of his greatest feelings of trepidation was Beyoncé humiliating him or making him look awful. He talked about this on his collection 444, where he said, I said, don't humiliate me rather than be mine. That was your 21st birthday, unexpectedly. It was he who wound up humiliating Beyoncé by undermining her, and many fans accept that the main explanation Beyoncé remained with him after he undermined her is that he had her solidly under his influence now. One Reddit client as of late discussed this and composed, I've been saying this eternity, everybody neglects B was a high schooler when they got to. Gather individuals generally ask request what good reason she is with him, particularly after the conning embarrassment. In addition to Lemonade Darlings, she was moaned she's been with this man since she was a high schooler. And he was an entire man, obviously she won't pass on him. And this carries us to the million-dollar question, how could Jay Z need to control Beyoncé since they're hitched? Well, supposedly, that's something that has kept Jay Z's standing in stock high was a direct result of the power couple label that he imparts to Beyoncé. Fascinatingly, one of Beyoncé's protectors affirmed this expression. The marriage is really a business game plan. There is no heartfelt love between them. Your relationship was a business relationship. Monetary to get to the top and become extremely rich people. He likewise guaranteed that the main reason the couple got hitched was to fabricate a marriage that could be portrayed as a definitive Hollywood influence couple. He uncovered that Jay Z controlled everything about Beyoncé, and she was caught in the marriage. He likewise emerged to blame Beyoncé for purportedly being dependent on drugs, saying that she and Jay Z have been working additional hours to keep this off the public domain. Chronic drug use is not something to be kidded about, And afterward, Jay Z and Beyonce have kept something near an ideal character since they got hitched. So connecting Beyonce to drugs is an intense claim. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.